This example is going to show how to implement a fairly complex royalty arrangement. Someone emailed a question in of whether Dashbook can handle this scenario, and Dashbook can handle just about everything. They have 40% gross on sales from their site with a 5% incentive for authors who sell 500 copies within the first 6 months. That is very special. Then 32% gross on third party excluding Kindle, 28% gross on Kindle, 10% on print. These are fairly straightforward within Dashbook. The different percentages based on how something was sold. We have something called sales channels that can handle that. Sales channels can be whether it's a channel as in this situation or digital versus physical, etc. The extra incentive, we're going to make a separate royalty arrangement to handle that because we need this breakpoints that stop after a certain time. That's pretty amazing. So I've set this up quite a bit already. What we've done is we've got setup and orders is where we go in and put the names for the sales channels. Our website, third party, Kindle, and print. It's there under sales channel, under orders because it's the order itself where you would make that choice when you sell something. The standard royalty arrangement I've set up uses retail price. The calculation time is forever. It doesn't have a 6-month limit, and it uses sales channels instead of a simple 40%. So we have 40% for the website, 32% for third party, etc. as they asked. And that's all it takes to set up the standard one. The incentive one is a little special. And what we have there is that has to be based on breakpoints for the first 500 big special. And then the retail price the same. And this one has an expiration. I've thrown in a date here, but you would need to make it specific to each of these books. You can just duplicate this royalty arrangement so that you get all this nice breakpoint information. Here's that. We have for the first 499 sold, we pay 0. Over 501, we pay 5% for each of these. But the 500th one is special. I want to go back and reclaim all the 5% on those and give it as one big lump bonus. So 5 times 500 is 2,500% for selling that 500th book. That ought to make them quite excited. So that's how this is set up in the royalty arrangements. These are both done as generics, not special to a book, so that we can make some changes when we connect it. So when we go to a book, products, we're going to create one. We'll just skip the ISBN for now and call this book 1. We have to add a title. That's extra information. And we don't have the authors set up or royalty holders set up, so we're going to go here, hit the plus sign to create another one. Call that one author 1, and it's already set up as an author. We might want to set them up as a customer too if we want to sell books to them. That's an issue. And then we need to connect royalties. Well, let's go ahead and give this book some kind of a price. But when you import from the sales reports, you can collect the retail price off of each of those reports if they give you unique information. We can't connect the royalties yet because we've changed the contributor list. So it says hit apply changes. Now we connect author 1 to our standard royalty that uses sales channels. And then we connect author 1 to the book 1 incentive. That's that 5% using breakpoints. But we don't want this to happen on all of the sales channels, just on the ones from our website. And that's all it takes. You can do the same thing. You can create other books. You can duplicate the incentive here. In fact, if we just do that right now, you can see if we duplicate this one, you want to copy the royalties associated with it? Yes. So this one happens to be all using author 1, we would have to change, but it says standard royalty, book 1 incentive, etc. But we're not going to do that one right now. We'll just delete it all. And when we create a product, an order, we can go in, choose customer 1. I already have one of those. And sales channel for our website. If we sell 600 units, close the order, apply changes for the calculation, and we will see the royalty.